So they're going to have to find somebody that can score it.
Yeah, points have been difficult here this season. We'll take this time to go over starting lineups for both teams. For the Plymouth Wildcats, number 2, Belail Hajul. Number 4, Nick Carlisle. Number 5, Bryce Garbox. Number 11, Jace Petrie, the aforementioned sharpshooting freshman. And number 15, Kelvin Amoka. Head coach for Plymouth is Mike Suka. Starting for Novi, number 3, Danny Gretchel. Number 4, Luke Aurelia. Number 10, Nathan Shave. Number 14, Thad Lawler. And number 23, Preston Fimister. Head coach for Novi, Chris Housey. And as you said, Mike, no Tajon McGowan tonight for Novi, so points are going to have to come from somewhere as Plymouth opens up after winning the tip. Ball down to Amoka, and he makes his presence known early there. The 6'8" junior makes it 2-0 Plymouth.
And they're going to have their hands full with him. I mean, between getting it inside to him and then they got a couple nice shooters on the outside, it's just going to be tough for them to stop him.
So Novi will try to answer, wearing their home white uniforms, green stripes on the side, green numbers. Plymouth in their road black uniforms, silver numbers and stripes. Here is Gretchel. Off left side to Shave. Shave going to drive baseline, floater on the way, a little too strong, rebound brought down by Petrie.
That's a pretty good take. They really just, they need some of those to go in. It's a good take. Not the greatest look, but it looked good.
Gretchel tips one out of bounds on the other end. It is going to be Plymouth basketball on their own end. This is Petrie. And they're forcing a miss. Here comes Novi. Aurelia gets it over to Shave. 3 on the way. A little too strong. Rebound by Lawler. Lawler over to Gretchel, mid-range shot, and that drops, and we're all tied up at 2.
And I like the shot by Nathan. At least it opens things up. Just keep putting them up. I mean, the more you put up, the more it should go in, even if you don't shoot a high percentage.
I like Gretchel searching for his own shot here, too. He always is looking to set guys up. But I think he's a capable scorer as well, as that three-pointer by Garbox will drop, and that'll make it 5-2. So a 3-point lead for Plymouth. Here is Aurelia. Aurelia left to Lawler. And to Shave. Aurelia tried getting it down low to Lawler, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Novi. It'll be Plymouth ball.
Yeah, and once again, Novi's just at a size disadvantage here, so they're going to have to try to be quicker than Plymouth. And I think really just the key to scoring tonight is put up a lot of shots. They don't shoot a very high percentage, so just put a bunch of them up.
Yeah, get as much volume as you can.
Yeah.
Starting out in a zone here, too. Here is a 3 that is off the mark for Garbaz, and here comes Novi the other way. Here's Gretchel. Gretchel left wing, going to pull up on the elbow, and that one's a little too strong. Rebound brought down by Hajul.
But again, that's a good shot. It got it up quick. It was in 5 seconds or so. Just keep putting them up.
Hajul's shot is off the mark. Rebound brought down by Amoko. Swung left side. Here's Petrie for 3, and he drops it in.
And he can shoot.
And that was nothing but net for the lefty.
Yeah.
6'3" freshman makes it 8-2. Yeah, he doesn't really look like a freshman out there.
No, he's a good player. His father was a good player. He runs a really good training facility around town, and that kid's been there. My son was there in 6th grade, and I remember seeing that kid there.
Playing basketball a long time. Aurelia short on the 3, and Amoko comes away with the board, and we'll give it off to Petrie. Petrie across midcourt, gets it off right side to Hajul. Coach Housey saying they're going to start off in a zone here today, just trying to give Plymouth a different look than what they showed them back in that game at Plymouth. Is that three-pointer is nothing but net for Nick
he's going to have to rethink that if they're going to keep shooting like that.
Yeah, that's already 3 3-pointers for Plymouth, and they lead 11-2.
The problem is they got matchup issues, particularly with Amoko.
So here
looks like Rodney's coming in.
Yep, Rodney and Blake Ellenson working their way towards the scorer's table. Here is Gretchel working on Hajul. Gets it over now down to Fimister at the free throw line. Over to Gretchel. Gretchel has it stripped and taken away by Carlisle. Petrie up to Amoko. And taken away. Good defense there. Pass was just a little too far ahead for Amoko. Here comes Novi. Here's Shave.
Knock
left corner
down.
3. It's good.
There you go.
Nathan Shave for 3, and then he'll make it 11-5.
And Nathan's got 3 shots put up already.
Yeah, he is not gun shy here in the early going. Like you said, filling in for leading scorer Tajon McGowan.
Yeah, and he really shouldn't be. I mean, he ought to have a goal of having 10 to 12 shots tonight, even though he hasn't played a whole lot.
Yeah, this is your chance now, especially being a senior. And that one's put in to make it 13-5.
And
Plymouth.
that's a Moko, and that's just impossible for Thad to guard.
Lawler's had a good season to this point, but yeah, he's given up probably about 7 or 8 inches to Amoko. Now Lawler open for 3, and that one is off iron. Rebound by Phimister, though. Here's Shave. And had a couple Wildcats go for that one. Novi able to hold on to it, and Gretschel will reset at the logo. It's an 8-point lead. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter as Phimister puts it in off the pass from Lawler.
And that was
cut to 6.
That was set up by Nathan calling for that ball down to get that play started.
So a decent start here, and then just an error there for Plymouth. You don't see that very often as Ellison and Hackman will check in for Phimister and Shave. Good minutes from them.
Real good minutes for them. I'd leave Shave out there.
In for Plymouth, got number 14, that's Jackson McKeag. Here's Gretschel. Gretschel off the left corner, now up top to Aurelia. Aurelia over to Hackman. Hackman.
He's got to put that up. That's an open shot, and he can knock that down.
Yeah, he faked the 3, and now Ellison just gives the ball up. Luckily, Gretschel was there to get it. Now over to Hackman.
Take that.
And here is a right side 3.
That's
and he hits it. Rodney Hackman knocks in a 3 to cut it to 3. 2:15 to go in the first quarter. 13-10 Plymouth.
If we take more shots than them, we'll win.
9 shots so far for Novi, 8 for Plymouth, and another 3-pointer by Bryce Garbaz, and that'll push the lead back up to 6. Already 4 threes for Plymouth in that first quarter. Still a couple minutes to go here, too. Here's Ellison. Ellison gets blocked from behind, and it's going to be out of bounds off Plymouth.
And that was just a little too tentative by Blake. He's just got to go and do that quickly. Looks like Novi's game plan is to continue, is to shoot quickly.
Like I say, I like it. It's been effective so far. Just get the shots up. And that pass is tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Novi. Aurelia's going to take a seat. In comes Bowden Fernsler. Here's Gretschel. Gretschel to Hackman. Top Ellison, 3 on the way, and he hits it. Blake Ellison, the 3-pointers are starting to drop for both teams now, and it's a 3-point game. Here's Garbaz. He's already got a couple threes. Gives it off to Carlisle, down to Amoko. Amoko able to finish with the left hand over Hackman. He's got the bulk advantage over Hackman there.
They're going to have to figure out something to do on that dump in down there. They're going to have somebody help double team with Rodney or whoever's guarding him. They're going to have to double team him. Even if that means giving up one of those shooters.
Here is Fernsler over to Hackman. Another 3, right wing, and
get in there.
Can't get the bounce. Lawler with the follow-up.
That's a good rebound.
Thad Lawler will cut the lead back to 3, and we're under a minute to go in the first. Here is Petrie. Petrie all the way. Can't finish with the left hand. Ball loose. Ellison has it. He's going to try to go 1-on-2. No, he's going to pull it back.
Smart.
And Novi will reset.
Knock it
Gretschel,
down.
3 on the way. Off the mark. Hackman with the board, and they're going to get him for an over and back foul.
That's a bad call. He went over a kid that was at least 4 inches shorter than him. It's not an automatic foul because you grab it from behind.
I agree. That was a pretty weak call.
Yeah,
as
I don't think he
Gretschel
touched it.
and Lawler will take a seat. In comes Shires and Hurtrich. Got under a half minute to go. Shires got to be careful there. Up to Petrie. He's got Ellison on him, under 20 seconds to go. Plymouth looking to hold for the last shot. Petrie, nope, going to take it all the way in, puts it in off glass. Ellison.
That's a varsity move that's a foul.
Yep, Ellison all the way, tries dumping it off to Hurtrich, and he can't hang on to the pass. I don't think Hurtrich was ready for that at all. Ellison dumped it off to him last second there.
Yeah, it was a good idea by Blake, but he got himself in trouble under that basket and couldn't figure out a way to get him out.
3 seconds to go. Here's Petrie, half court, short on the shots, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So after one, Plymouth 20, Novi 15. Leading the way is Kelvin Amoko with 6 points and Bryce Garbaz with 6 points. And for Novi, Blake Ellison with 3, Rodney Hackman with 3, Nathan Shave with 3. They all have hit a three-pointer. So a high-scoring first quarter for both of these teams. Like you said, only 19 points through the first 3 quarters. In the last game for Novi, they already have 15 here in the first.
Yeah, I mean, if they could just keep doing this, I think it's really going to come down to who's shooting, obviously who's shooting better, but the most, Novi's taken 14 shots in the first quarter versus Plymouth's 12. Plymouth's hit 8 of theirs, though, and, like you said, several of them, what do they have? 4 of them are threes.
Yep, 4 out of 6 from 3.
Right, but 8 out of 12, that's a pretty tough clip to continue, but, Novi's pace is sustainable.
Yeah, that 3 for 8 is much more sustainable than 4 for 6. You have to think that Plymouth is going to even out here at some point.
Yeah, no doubt. So I really like the minutes they got out of Shade. He looked really confident.
He did. I feel like they had good minutes pretty much top to bottom there from everybody. They're all playing pretty hard.
Yeah, I agree.
And it is going to be Novi basketball to start the second quarter, trailing by 5. It'll be Lawler to get it in. Lawler, Gretschel, Shave, Finister, and Aurelia, the starting 5 out there for Novi.
You can see Nathan looking for the ball down there.
Here's Gretschel, gives it over to Shave. And Plymouth extending the pressure here. Here's Aurelia. Aurelia on the block. Has to pass it out, finds Shave, 3 on the way. Long. Too strong on that. Amoko skies high for the rebound.
That's all right. They're looking for shots.
They are. You love to see the aggression here. Here is Garbaz. Gets it up top to Carlisle. Carlisle at the elbow. Now Garbaz, pull up, long 2, and he hits it. I'll live with that all day long.
Yeah,
Novi, though.
I agree. He was defended pretty well, too. That's just a tough shot he made.
And it was a long 2, though, so you're not giving up a 3, but the lead is now up to 7 for Plymouth. Here's Lawler in the left corner to Shave, and that's going to be out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say that Shave touched it last. Defense there, courtesy of Jackson McKegg, the sophomore.
And this is where Novi, they just got to move the ball quickly. They can't get stuck, holding on to the ball because those tall guys are just going to come out and guard them. They got to move quicker than Plymouth.
Ball with McKegg over to Petrie. Petrie had 5 points in that first quarter. He's going to try to add to it here, and he does. Drops in a lefty 3 from the left corner, and the lead is up to 10 now for Plymouth.
And that is a silky smooth stroke. This is where Novi can't lose their confidence or stop what they're doing. Just keep playing. That's tough, though.
Plymouth has really turned up the defense here in this second quarter. They come away with another steal and a chance to add to an already 10-point lead.
And Novi's just hanging on to the ball a little too long when they get it. They got to just keep moving it.
Here goes Garbaz, baseline, faces a double team. Back up top, Petrie, deep 3 on the way. That one is off iron, and Finister with the rebound.
Just keep moving it, get the shots up quick, like that.
Aurelia 3 on the way, misses it, and Amoko with another board.
That's fine, though. Just keep taking them.
Amoko now up to 4 rebounds to go along with 6 points. We got 6 minutes left in the first half. Ball into Amoko. A nice find there from McKegg, and that's just not much we can do there. And right on cue.
Yeah.
Coach Housey will take a timeout for Novi, trailing 27-15, 5:48 left in the second quarter. Jeremy Jenkins here alongside Mike Lubin at Novi High School. We're bringing you Wildcat basketball all season long on 89.5 FM radio, WOVI Novi, and we're streaming live on the NFHS network. So, Mike, Plymouth come out on fire here on the defensive end that has led to easier baskets on the offensive side, and Novi having a lot of trouble settling into their offense here in this first couple minutes of the second.
Yeah, they haven't scored any points in the second quarter, and it looks like Plymouth has, made an effort to consciously come out and guard them on the outside. And when you got guys on top of you like that, and there's a couple double teams, and we got bigger guys on top of you, you can't see over them, you can't throw over them, and that's why I say Novi, they got to move that ball quickly. You can't stand there with it.
Novi will have the speed advantage in pretty much every game they have this year against KLAA competition, but on the flip side of that, they're giving up the size advantage to pretty much every team they play. That's resulted in no wins in the KLAA yet, but a nice find there from Gretschel to give it to Hackman. First points of the second quarter for the Wildcats.
And that's a great take, great feed.
Here's a three by Hajul. That one's off the mark, and Hackman with the board. Gets it up to Aurelia. Aurelia into Shave. Shave
Get in there.
Finishes
Nice.
with the right hand. Awkward angle, but he makes it work, and then he'll make it an 8-point game.
And no hesitation out of Nathan at all.
No, he's already got 5 points, 2 out of 5 shooting. He is come ready to play here, getting the chance to start tonight's Garbaz NBA three. That one is way off. And Gretschel with the rebound. Here comes Aurelia. Aurelia over to Hackman.
Got to make a better pass than that.
Yeah, he would have been ready for a three if he would have caught that in his chest.
Right. Can't you threw it at his knees.
Aurelia to Hackman.
Set it back up again.
Yep. Shave has it, gets a high screen from Hackman.
Kick.
Tries to go through the lane, loses the ball, able to save it, get it out to Gretschel. Gretschel free throw line back to Aurelia and to Hurtrich.
Too tentative. Get moving. See Danny calling him. Get moving.
Here's Aurelia losing the ball. He has it facing a double team, and it's taken away by McKay.
Yeah, that was just a terrible possession by those guys. They need to keep the ball in the air. It's got to move man to man.
He's just stalling out on the offensive end on that one for the Novi Wildcats. They trail 27-19. We're past the halfway mark of the second quarter, and we're going to get a bump and a foul on Nathan Shave. And that is just the second foul of the game. So a relatively clean game. Really no fouls in this one, and it's made for a really fun pace so far, even if the Wildcats are trailing by 8.
Yeah, it's been an entertaining game. The ball's moving much better. Sometimes when you lose your leading scorer and, the focus comes off him, you move the ball, you share the ball, other guys get involved. I wouldn't even mind him taking that shot.
Just to keep that confidence moving up if he can.
I just think that they're much better if they can keep the possessions to less than 15 seconds.
Here's Gretschel to Ellison, who has checked into the game now. Hackman over to Shave. He'll put up a three, and that one's in and out. And that is last touched by the Wildcats.
That's a good shot, though. It almost went in, too. Nathan's looking for his shots. He's trying to lead the offense.
He is. He's looking good out there.
Yeah.
Still an 8-point deficit, though, for Novi. Here's Hajul facing a double team. Ball loose. Shave on the deck. Hackman gets him tied up. We got a jump ball. It's going to stay with Plymouth.
Good defense. Good hustle.
It was, and that's the type of hustle that you want to see from that Wildcat defense. Start to flip the script a little bit if you can. There's still plenty of time to cut this going into halftime.
Oh, yeah.
And now Amoko not in the game for Plymouth, so Novi needs to take advantage of that. Here's Hajul off left side. Petrie open. Too strong on that. Hackman, I think, might have altered that just enough. Here's Gretschel turning on the Jets. And I think someone got a piece of that. Garbaz did. Here comes Petrie. Petrie, nice move, finishes with that left hand. Pulled it back on Shave and then went back up with it.
Yeah, he's a ball player. Hard to believe he's a freshman.
I know, he doesn't look like a freshman at all.
He's something when he's a senior.
There is Ellison. To Gretschel.
Get in there.
Strong
All right.
take.
That's a good take.
Yep, strong take down that baseline by Danny Gretschel. And he will step to the free throw line. He got bumped and fouled. Just the first foul of the game against Plymouth here with 2:27 left in the second quarter. And Novi trailing by 10, so Gretschel with a chance to cut it to single digits here. He has 2 points on the night, and this is the first trip to the line for Novi, and he's short on the first. Waller and Fernsler will come back in. Hurtrich and Shave to the bench. And Amoko in for Marshall Thorne. And Nick Carlisle in for Garbaz.
I would put Rodney and Thad on Amoko whenever he's got the ball.
Gretschel sinks the second one. That'll make it 29-20. And here comes Carlisle. Novi starting to press in the backcourt a little bit here. As McKegg gets across midcourt. Gets it over to Amoko. Good recovery defense there, though. Now to Carlisle. Over to Petrie. Petrie working on Gretschel.
That's good defense by Danny.
It was. Now here's McKegg. Baseline. Up and under. They're going to say it was an offensive foul on Jackson McKegg. And it's going to go Novi's way with 2 minutes left in the half. So just 2 fouls now on Plymouth. Good job there by Novi forcing the turnover. It's hard to step in and take those charges like that.
Yeah.
Here's Gretschel cross court.
He's got to take that
Fernsler,
shot.
now Ellison. There is just that half-second hesitation that you're talking about, Mike.
Yeah.
As Ellison gets it out to Gretschel. He'll put up a 3 from the right side. That one's off the iron. And Hackman gets the board.
There you go.
Oh, we're tied up.
That's our ball.
Between him and McKegg, it's a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Novi Wildcats.
All right, that's all right. Yeah, Bowden, it looked like that pass that was coming to him got tipped a little bit, threw him off, but he still had time to kind of regroup and put that shot up. Put it up.
Ellison does put it up, and he's short on that 3 and tries to get it for Petrie, but Petrie comes away with it. Puts his head down. Floater in the lane. Can't finish it. Amoko with the follow-up, though.
You know what? That kid doesn't miss layups either. Or at least he hasn't tonight.
Boy, this Plymouth team has the makings of a really good basketball team with some of the youngsters. As Hackman finishes in the lane. It looks like he was losing it on the way up, but he's able to put it in, and that cuts it to 9.
I'm not sure if that's how he planned it.
Ellison on Petrie. They get it off left side to Hajul. We're under a minute to go in the half. McKegg to Petrie.
Yeah, that's a little too much room Blake gave him. He's trying to make him go right, but Petrie can go right for one thing, and that's a lot of room he gave him to the right.
Got lucky and he missed the shot there. Here's Gretschel over to Fernsler.
There you go. That's the way to go.
We're going to get a whistle and a foul there. That is going to go on Carlisle. So if you're Novi, do you try to hold for this last shot? Do you try to kill 37 seconds, or do you just want to go at him?
No, I would try to hold on to it. It's contrary to what I've been saying, but it's only 37 seconds, and I'd rather do that.
Now the scoring is starting to dry up here in this second quarter. 20-15 first quarter in favor of Plymouth. They're outscoring Novi 9-7 in this one.
Well, both teams really shot well, particularly Plymouth in the first
or 11-7, correction. Yeah, it was a high-scoring first, so things starting to even out a little bit more. And here you go, Mike. They're starting to kill some clock here. Novi is under 20 seconds to go in the half. Fernsler to Ellison. He's out near the logo. Just gives it off to Gretschel. 10 seconds to go. Gretschel.
Nice move. And he got himself stuck there,
taken away. Here's Carlisle. There's time. Carlisle with the left hand, and that's about as bad an ending to the half as you could have hoped for if you're the Novi Wildcats. Not only did they not get a shot off, but they gave up a transition layup as the half ended, and they're down 33-22.
And Danny got himself stuck. He picked up his dribble. He got double teamed, and again, you get double teamed by those big, tall guys, and you can't do anything really but give it up. But overall, I mean, it's really one of their better. Still only on pace for 44 points, but overall, it was one of their better halves of the year. Really, they looked together. They looked much better offensively. They didn't score very well in the second quarter, but the first quarter they looked really good.
So leading the way for Plymouth, Petrie with 10, Amoko with 10, and for Novi, Hackman has 7. We're going to take a quick break for halftime. Be back with second half action here at Novi High School. Plymouth leading 33-22 over the Novi Wildcats. Jeremy and Mike back here at Novi High School, set for the second half between Novi and Plymouth. Boys varsity basketball, Plymouth leading 33-22 behind the strong play of Chase Petrie, who has 10, and Kelvin Amoka, who also has 10. And Shave coming away with a steal off the hands of Amoka to start the half. Here's
Tough spot.
Yep. Aurelia caught it down on the block, able to save it from going out of bounds. Here's Phimister over to Shave, and it's through his hands and out of bounds.
These inaccurate passes, there's only been a couple of them, but they're costly. You know, Nathan had a head of steam going to the basket, and he just couldn't pick up. That pass was a little too hard and definitely too high.
So Plymouth looking for their first basket of the half, and Amoka can't finish, and he's fouled on the follow-up attempt.
But I like that too. I mean, they crashed down on him and they altered that shot. And I don't know how well he shoots free throws, but they didn't foul him once in the first half.
These are going to be Plymouth's first free throws of the game. So we will find out just how good Amoka is. And he hits the first. Good-looking shot there. Second one a little too strong, so Plymouth will have to settle for a 12-point lead. Nice pass by Gretschel, and Shave couldn't hang on to it. Over to Lawler, to Phimister, and back up top to Gretschel, and Novi will have to reset.
And that was a fantastic pass. Knock it down. You got to take that shot.
Lawler over to Phimister, had the size mismatch. Now he's in a double team. Here's Gretschel. Gretschel over to Phimister. Can't hang on to the pass, and Petrie trying to come away with it. No, Shave has it. Timeout, timeout. Nope, we're going to get a jump ball. Jump ball. It is going to be Novi's ball.
I love how Nathan's playing.
He is. He's playing very well tonight.
He's got some swagger, too.
Novi's still looking for their first points.
There you go.
And that'll do it. Battling at 34-24. And Coach Housey trying to get the boys fired up here. Here's Garbaz, give and go to Carlisle. Tried getting it over to Amoka, and it's taken away.
Take it right at him.
Here's Gretschel through Garbaz.
Nice.
Finishes with the right hand on the left side. Very difficult shot. What do we have here? No call, but here comes Petrie. Ball down to Amoka. Nice catch there. Hajul for three. That one was off. Rebound by Carlisle. And he's going to be fouled and one. That was a good hop step by Carlisle to create some space for himself through Gretschel. And he just got that one to drop with the left hand. That'll make it 10-point lead again. It'll be Carlisle on the free throw line. And he missed it, so no three-point play there. And that's a risky pass from Gretschel. That's taken away by Amoka. That's just height right there.
Yeah. I think I like Rodney maybe a little bit better in there than Preston right now. Nice play, Nathan. Rodney's coming in right now.
Hackman to the scorer's table. Here's Garbaz for three, and that one's too strong. Phimister with the rebound. Gretschel with his eyes up court. Streaks right to left. Gives it off left side to Aurelia. He'll line up for three. That one's short. Fight for the rebound. Garbaz has it, and he'll get it off to Carlisle. There's Petrie now into the left corner to Hajul. Garbaz is going to be called for a travel there, and Hackman will come in for Phimister.
You know, Novi hit maybe their first, I want to say maybe 2 out of 3 threes. And they're about 0 for 11 or so since.
So they were 3 for 8 in that first quarter, 0 for 6 in the second and so far here in the third.
Yeah. But again, just keep taking them.
Good ball movement here.
But Thad has got to put something up there. That's about as good a look as you're going to get.
There's Hackman.
Same with that.
Yep, Hackman left corner.
There's too hesitant. Thad again, same thing. He's like too hesitant to take shots.
And then you have Aurelia, who they're going to bail out with a foul call there on his way to the basket, trying to split a double team. He'll go to the line.
You get a ball in there like that, and he's open. He's got a good step or two in between the defender and him. He's got to put that up.
Yeah, if you have a little bit of space and you're that close, just a little turnaround shot would pay huge dividends for Thad Lawler moving forward, because he gets that ball down there a lot.
Right.
Aurelia hits the first free throw. That'll cut it to single digits. And he's off on the second one. Here's Lawler on an offensive board. Over to Gretschel, who puts it in point blank. And that'll make it a 7-point game.
They're scrapping.
Novi refusing to go away here, and they're going to pressure in the backcourt. All with Petrie.
He's going to find Amoko, yep.
Amoko up court. He gets it over to Garbaz. Shot fake, drives in, and
walked.
They're going to call him for a travel.
He got a little too cute. He was open for a three, and he can knock it down.
Lots of good three-point shooters on this Plymouth team. They are 5 out of 15 from three, but just 1 out of 9 since that first quarter. Like we were saying, things were going to even out after that 4 for 6 start. Here's Gretschel short on the layup attempt. Good defense as Hackman tries to come away with the steal. He has it, and he'll find Shave. Shave going to put up a three, and that's in. Nathan Shave. They're going to say it's a long 2, and we're going to get a Plymouth timeout as the Novi student section gets fired up. Everyone fired up for Nathan Shave.
The Novi student section, that is actually, I think, the Novi JV and freshman basketball team. That student section is a little light tonight.
It is. I wasn't going to say anything, but the Cat Pack is missing in action
here
tonight.
It is missing in action. There's literally nobody in there. That's too bad. They're playing their best game of the year, and they really look like they're playing together very well. You're getting really good minutes out of Shave. You're really getting good minutes out of everybody. Rodney's playing one of his better games.
Yeah, things starting to click here a little bit for Novi. Still looking for that first conference win of the season, sitting at 1-12 on the year. They have cut it to 5, and we're not even to the halfway mark here of this third quarter, so still plenty of time here for Novi. Carlisle to get it in, and he'll get it back. Here is Hajul. You got Hajul, Petrie, and Carlisle trying to break that press. They get it up to Garbaz, and again, now they try to throw it up to Amoko.
Oh, get it.
And ball loose. Shave comes away with it, and he's going to be fouled.
Too bad.
Boy, Garbaz was open for 3 again on that one over there, and he decided to throw it into Amoko.
And that was Danny who caused that. That was just hustle. Amoko kind of didn't go after it maybe as hard as he should have, and Danny out-hustled him to the ball. Danny's quick as can be.
Novi trailed by 11 at halftime. They have it down to 5. They've outscored Plymouth 10-3 in this quarter. Here's Hackman. Hackman over to Aurelia. That 3 nearly banked in, but Amoko with the box out and the rebound.
Rodney's got to put that up. It's a better look. He's wide open. I mean, I appreciate the one more concept, but unless you're passing to a substantially better shooter.
And we are going to have another turnover there for Plymouth. Ellison into the game for Aurelia.
So I like this a lot better. He's leaving Nathan out there.
Nathan Shave with 8 points to lead the Wildcats as Jackson McKegg will come in for Bilal Hajul. 3:30 to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats with the chance to make this a one-possession game.
Big screen. Nope, you got lucky you didn't get called.
Gretschel, Lawler, here's a 3 on the way, and that one's
off.
Too strong. Shave trying to get the rebound, and they're going to say no foul, and it's last touched by Novi.
Good hustle by Nathan, though, again.
Refs letting them play here tonight. I think we've only got about 6 or 7 fouls the entire game, to this point anyways. Here is Petrie. Over to Garbaz. This time he's going to put up the 3, and he hits it.
Got a goofy stroke. Shoots that like Lonzo Ball.
Kind of side cocks it a little bit and then puts it up. Well, it's working for him a bit. Here is Ellison. To Hackman. Nope. That 3 is off the mark. Gets his own rebound, though. He's got the size advantage. Finishes over Garbaz. And that'll make it 39-33. Game starting to pick up here a bit. It's starting to feel like that first quarter again.
Foul.
Yep, that's going to be Ellison. Got his arm in the cookie jar there, tied up with Petrie. As Aurelia and Fernsler are set to check back in here. That is going to send Shave and Lawler to the bench.
Checking in for Novi number 4, Aurelia, and number 20, Fernsler.
So Carlisle to get it in. He gets it to McKeag. McKeag has it taken away by Aurelia, and then he's tripped.
Get it!
And Omoko able to track it down. Plymouth averts another turnover there. Ball swung to Carlisle, now to McKeag,
There's
right
a mismatch
corner.
down. Yep.
And McKeag going to be whistled for a travel.
All right. It's a good thing they had Omoko mismatch. Rodney came over, but they had him on Aurelia.
So it was a 12-point Plymouth win back on January 11th when these two teams played at Plymouth. Here is Hackman for three, quick trigger. That's too strong. Gets his own miss, and he's fouled. Omoko went flying out past the three-point line to contest that three, and that allowed Rodney to be able to get that offensive rebound.
Yeah, and he does a nice job of chasing down. He recognizes that it's off midway through, and he goes and gets. He's done that a couple times.
Yeah, that's one of the cardinal rules for any basketball coach is follow your shot.
Follow your shot.
So Hackman on the line for two, and first one is in and out. It was a good-looking shot. This is his first trip to the line. As Omoko is going to take a seat with two fouls. In comes number 12, Marshall Thorne. Second one on the way for Hackman, and that is a perfect-looking shot. That'll make it a 5-point game once again. We got 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Here is Petrie. Across midcourt, off right side to McKeag. Top to Carlisle. Carlisle over to Garbaz. He faces a double team, and he throws it right to Ellison. Ellison going to try to go 1-on-2, turns on the Jets, and it's swatted from behind. And now you see why they have the padding at the end of the each end of the gym there. Cole Thibodeau into the game for Danny Grutchel. So this is the first time we've seen Thibodeau. What do we expect from Cole as Aurelia gets it, can't finish it. Hackman follow-up. No. And
somebody got to call something.
We got a whistle and a foul. That is going to go on number,
I don't know. You know, Cole hasn't been in all game. He can knock down a three, though, and he's not afraid to take it.
So that foul went on McKeag, and that'll be his second. Here's Hackman back on the line, and he hits this one.
Rodney's really having himself a nice night.
He is. That puts him.
He's at 11.
Yeah.
Look how evenly the points are distributed, too. You know, Nathan's got 8, Danny's got 7, Rodney's got 11, 12.
Hits them both. That'll make it a 3-point game, 39-36. There's Petrie, some fancy dribbling there, and that's out of bounds.
Yep.
That is Novi ball. He tried getting it over in a difficult position for Carlisle, kind of left him out to dry.
He did.
I think that was the first freshman mistake we've seen Petrie make all night.
Yeah, and I think Blake forced him into that, and Bowden came over on the double team, and then, Petrie threw it a little bit too hard and a little bit too wide. He got a chance to tie it up here.
Yep, 39-36. Novi has stormed back in this one. 15-6 scoring margin in this quarter as Fernsler tries one on the baseline. Aurelia got the offensive rebound and then turned it over, trying to hand it over to Hackman. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. We have ourselves a ball game here at Novi High School. 39-36 Plymouth.
I think Novi feels like they can win this game. It's just a matter of they need some breaks and they need to knock down a couple shots.
Got to have that momentum at the end of the game. Here is Petrie, gets through the double team, off left side to Thorne, up top to Carlisle, right side to McKeag. Now Garbaz. Plymouth will throw it around the three-point line here. And Aurelia gambled there, and they are going to get a travel there on Carlisle. Turnovers mounting for Plymouth. 38.3 seconds to go. Gretschel will come back in for Fernsler.
So Plymouth has got a pretty, they're a very young team too. They got a lot of talent, they got some size, but they're a young group of kids.
They are 5 seniors, 4 juniors as Hackman gets it down on the block. Turnaround in the lane, finishes off glass. This is Rodney Hackman's best game that we've seen here at home at least.
He's playing great.
And it's down to a 1-point lead. 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's been all Novi this third quarter as Ellison tips it away. Aurelia up to Ellison. Can't finish and he's fouled.
Novi's got a chance to take the lead here.
Blake Ellison causing the turnover and then had the smarts to get up court for the pass. And he will step to the line for 2. Like you said, Mike, a chance to tie it and take the lead. And he's too strong on the first. Fernsler into the game for Gretschel. Amoko and Hajul in for Thorne and McKegg. Ellison for the tie, and he hits it, and there's 7.8 seconds remaining for Plymouth to get a shot off. Hajul over to Carlisle. 4 seconds to go.
No foul, no foul.
Here's Hajul, got to put it up, off balance, double clutch, no good, and at the end of 3, Novi storms back, strong third quarter to tie this one up at 39 behind the strong play of Rodney Hackman, who has 14 points to go along with 5 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting their best game out of him, and, you know, Amoko has been kind of silenced in the second half as well. I think that's been a big one, too. I don't know that Jace Petrie has too many points in the second half either.
Petrie has not scored this half, and Amoko has 1 point coming from the free throw line.
And I mean, the shooting has certainly cooled off for Plymouth, which was, you know, we kind of knew that was going to happen. But yeah, they're playing great. I mean, they're really applying a lot of pressure. They're playing really well as a team. I mean, they're getting a lot of contributions from everybody, really. You know, it seems like everybody kind of knows their role. They're not really turning the ball over very much. I mean, it's really a different team tonight, you know, and their leading scorer is out. And like I said, sometimes, you know, it just wakes the other kids up. You know they got to come and they got to play, and they're going to be leaned on to score more and do more things. And they're responding very well.
And whatever was said at halftime worked for Coach Housey. They outscored Plymouth 17-6 in that third quarter.
Which is probably, that is undoubtedly their best third quarter of the year.
Jeremy Jenkins alongside Mike Lubin here at Novi High School. We're bringing you Wildcat basketball all season long on 89.5 FM radio, and we're streaming live on the NFHS network. Plymouth has it to start the fourth quarter. We're all tied up at 39 here at Novi High School. Novi looking for their first conference win of the season. Garbaz left open for 3, can't hit it. Amoko with the follow-up, and he's going to be fouled.
You know, Preston had really good position. He held a box out on him for a long time, but the problem was the ball didn't go right to Amoko, and then Preston continued holding that box out, and it just kind of bounced to him. So he did a really nice job on him, but he got kind of lucky to get that rebound.
And I tell you what, we've done some harping on the Novi kids for not putting up shots as quickly as they can. As Amoko hits the first, I tell you what, when Amoko gets the ball down on the block, whether it's an offensive rebound, trying to get a putback, or just gets the ball down in the paint, he's immediately going up with the shot, no matter what. As soon as he touches the ball, it's going towards the rim.
Right. And
he hits that second free throw, too.
And when you're 6'8", that's what you should be doing. You know, but our guys can do that too. Thad, when he gets that ball underneath the elbow like that, he's got to put that up.
It's all just part of the growth process in the high school game, as right on cue, Lawler can't finish, and then Shave able to go up for the rebound. And now Gretschel walking the tightrope turns it over. Got a little too fancy on that one.
Too cute.
But that rebound by Nathan Shave, he went up amongst the trees to get that.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's a good athlete. His younger brother, Michael, he can jump like that, too.
And then he's going to be...
Oh, they're going to call offense on that.
Wow, that is a break for Novi. And it is the official who... He didn't have the view that we have here of that reach-in.
Yeah.
He just saw the push-off by Petrie, and Novi gets a break there.
Yeah, that's a big break.
Because it was a reach-in on Shave. You could see him across the chest there.
Oh, yeah. He practically held him.
So a break for the Wildcats, trailing by 2. Here's Gretschel over to Finister, who lays it in with the right hand. Good give there by Danny Gretschel.
And that's a big finish, too, because Preston struggles to knock those, to make those layups sometimes.
All tied at 41. Here's Garbaz over right side, but Hajul for 3. That one in and out. Amoko tries to get the board. That's a foul on him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the right call.
The Plymouth coach is beside himself. He thinks he got screwed out of 2 calls. He didn't get screwed out of that one. The other one he did, though.
He did, absolutely. This is the right call on Amoko. He has 7 or 8 inches on the guys he's trying to rebound around.
Yeah. And
this, I don't think this should put Novi on the free throw line. They didn't have possession of the ball. But it is going to be a 1-and-1 for Thad Lawler.
And I cannot remember the last time Novi was ahead of the game, ahead of the foul game.
So fouls, that kind of snuck up out of nowhere. It's Lawler, can't get it to go.
They're going to get somebody.
Is that on Aurelia? It is on Aurelia. I think that might be a makeup call there.
Yeah.
So now both teams staring down the bonus here. That was foul number 6 on Novi. 6:31 left here in the 4th quarter. Next foul will put Plymouth on the free throw line. As Shave gambling again, trying to go for the steal. Now Plymouth has numbers. Here's Hajul, baseline. Facing pressure, Hackman's long arms, and Gretschel takes it away, gets it up to Shave. Shave losing it out of bounds. He got bumped. There's no foul call, and it is going to be Plymouth ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like Nathan was a little uncomfortable on the left-hand side.
And Plymouth nearly throws it away. That was a good save by Carlisle. Novi really could have used that, and we're going to get a timeout by Coach Sukup from Plymouth. He is not happy with the pace and the way that his kids are playing, and I think everyone just needs to take a deep breath here.
Yeah.
41-41, 6:11 left here in the 4th.
It's a fun game to watch, though. I don't know that it's a fun game to watch if you're a Plymouth fan, but it's definitely a fun game to watch on the Novi side.
Absolutely.
So this will be, I don't know what their highest offensive output, point output of the year is for Novi, but this is definitely going to be higher than their average, I can tell you that.
So Plymouth comes into this game averaging just a bit under 50 a game, and they're giving up about 52 a game. But, you know, I like you so much that I'm going to find Novi's high.
Look at Jeremy Jenkins working the computer and doing the play-by-play. The ball is in play. Do I need to call it? I don't think I can call it. I don't know everybody's name.
So it is Plymouth ball as Aurelia nearly comes away with a steal. Plymouth able to break the press. And that shot off balance by Petrie, and Novi comes away with it.
Steve, he still has no points in the second half, I don't
think.
And
then Gretschel for the lead on the other end makes it 43-41 in favor of Novi, and we're under 6 minutes to go. It looks like Novi's high for the season.
Oh my God! Thought he took it right away from him.
There's a 60-point effort the first game against Bloomfield Hills, 59 against South Lyon East.
Okay.
And it looks like 52 points is the high for a KLAA game.
So they should get past that. Well, they're going to have to get past that, I think, if they want to win.
So there's going to be a foul there on Shave. That is going to put Hajul on the line for a 1-and-1. And he misses the front end of it, and then the rebound went right off Lawler, and he's able to scoop it up to Gretschel.
And Novi's been on the right side of a lot of loose balls.
Yeah, the 50-50 balls have been going their way this second half.
They really have, yeah.
So now the Wildcats have a chance to extend their lead. Here is Gretschel. Right side to Aurelia. Novi 5 minutes away from potentially their first conference win of the season. Here is Shave in the right corner. Gets a screen from Lawler. Moving right to left, here's Hackman on the left wing. Backdoor pass to Gretschel, tries to walk the tightrope. They're going to call a foul there on Garbaz, and that is going to put Danny Gretschel on the line for a 1-and-1.
I think Danny got away with one there. He got himself into a little bit of trouble. He does that a lot, though, and he gets himself out of trouble a lot.
I think he's just so fast. He just finds himself in those situations if he puts his head down for just a split second, and then he's trapped along the baseline having to throw the pass in air.
Yeah.
And he hits the first free throw. Now Gretschel is into double figures with 10 points. He's 2 out of 3 from the line, and the lead is up to 3. Has earned himself a second free throw. And he hits that one as well. They get a 4-point lead for the Wildcats. Here is Petrie. Off right side. And then knocking it out of bounds was Shave. He has come to play here tonight.
He sure has. I wouldn't want to be defended by him.
Great minutes by Nathan Shave, who got the start here tonight in place of Tajon McGowan. Lawler is going to take a seat. In comes Blake Ellison. 4:43 left in this one. Novi with a 4-point lead. Here is Petrie for 3, and that one's off the mark.
Petrie has still stayed cold in the second half, which is fine for us. I would love to see Nathan Shave somebody knock down a big 3 right now.
And, Ellison might have had him if he would have looked to his left. How about Gretschel? Nope, Gretschel going to pull it back. Over to Shave on the right side in front of that Novi bench. Now up top to Ellison. Here is Gretschel calling out traffic. Driving in, lays it up with the right hand from the left side, and the lead is now up to 6.
He is quick. He can jump, too. You know, he can dunk.
Make it 8 straight points for the Wildcats, now leading by 6, and we're past the halfway mark of the 4th.
Just got to close it out.
And the Wildcats put the finishing touches on this one. Oh, they're going to get shaved for a foul. That one looked like a lot of ball. But the effort and the hustle is there.
Yeah, I love how he's actually guarding somebody. I mean, they're coming out, not just sitting back waiting for a steal. He's making it miserable for those guys. He's using all his fouls.
That is the 3rd on Shave. And Hajul will go to the line for a 1-and-1. He is 0 for 3 from the field. Now 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
It's a strange-looking shot. He's got Nathan coming out. I don't know if I agree with that.
I think he might just need a breather. It looked like he was gasping at that last stoppage, so I don't think he'll be out long.
All right, I take it back.
As Hajul puts the shot. Yeah, it's kind of like a push shot.
Yeah.
He doesn't really use his left hand as much. McKeag will check in for Hajul. Plymouth has cut it to 4, 3:45 left here in the 4th quarter. Wildcats need a hold serve here. Sitting at 1-12 on the season, looking to end their losing streak.
I wouldn't go all delay here, or I think they still need to play the same way they were playing all game. You know, still continue to look for the shot, take the shot.
Need to force the issue a little bit.
Yeah, it's a 4-point game with 3 minutes to go. Just continue playing and then play defense the way they've been playing.
I just feel like this is the game, and I really hope that we see it this last 3.5 minutes. There's just been a desperation to this team in this game and a fight to them that we haven't really seen that much this year.
Yeah.
And it's been great to see it, especially in the second half. They've fought back. They were down 11 at halftime.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they have jumped out. They were just up by 6, but you're right. They can't get complacent on offense. They can't, go clock management and running the ball.
Right. I mean, in the end, you're still 1-12.
Right.
There's still, you need to, that desperation is out of necessity, really. I mean, you should be desperate to win this game.
Yeah, absolutely. So leading the way, Ronnie Hackman has 14 points. Danny Gretschel has 13 points. They are the leaders in the clubhouse for the Novi Wildcats. Out there with Gretschel and Hackman is Ellison, Fernsler, and Aurelia. Aurelia will get it in from the far sideline. They'll find Ellison, and they'll give it to Gretschel at the logo. Those two will play back and forth. Plymouth extending their pressure a little bit here. Down to Aurelia. Aurelia, nice move. Tries to get it out to Gretschel, and he traveled.
Yeah, and that's just, again, that's the biggest problem that I've seen tonight is that, these guys they pick up that dribble in a terrible spot. I mean,
I feel like they get penetration and aren't sure what to do from there.
Yeah.
They don't really have a plan once they pick up that dribble.
Oh, yeah, you rarely do. I mean, if you're picking up the dribble, you either better pass it, shoot it, or throw it off your defender's leg.
As Ellison tries coming away with one from Petrie. Petrie over left side. Here is Garbaz. Garbaz down to McKeag, who finishes, and it's a 2-point game.
Some good ball movement there.
2:50 left in the fourth quarter. Novi clinging to a 2-point lead. Plymouth has extended their pressure. Novi's got to get it across midcourts. Here's Aurelia up strong. No foul call, and they're going to say Aurelia just throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know. That was
you rarely
a fail to me.
You rarely ever see that where it goes without either a foul, and if it's no foul and it goes out of bounds, they usually call it out on the other team, saying it was blocked.
Yeah. It was out of bounds on Luke for sure, but they were both in the air and they made contact, and that's generally going to be a defensive foul.
You can't really have it both ways.
Right.
And then they're going to whistle Blake Ellison for a foul there. He takes credit for that. That's going to put Petrie on the line for a 1-and-1, but I'm going to say that his free throws are probably going to be about as automatic as we can expect.
Yeah, I would say so too. So Novi's got to keep their composure here. I mean, it's still their game. I mean, it's a 2-point lead with 2 to go, and it looks like they're getting a little shaky here. They got to close this out.
Petrie hits the first. In comes Lawler, and that'll send Aurelia to the bench. Short on the second one, and Novi's going to stay up by 1, 47-46. Ellison out to Gretschel, now to Hackman. Wildcats need a basket, and Hackman throws it away. Here's Petrie in transition with the left hand. Can't finish, and Lawler gets the rebound.
Get the ball to Danny.
They get it up to Shave.
Score!
Shave, stop and go. Off glass, can't finish. Hackman with the follow-up. And they're going to say that it was out of bounds, last touched by Plymouth.
See, even on that little 2-on-2 there, you got to go score.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of those scoring opportunities when you have the numbers.
Yeah, it was 2-on-2. I mean, Nathan kind of recognized it at the end. He looked like he wasn't quite sure what to do. It's a 1-point game. You got to go out and try to win it. So
Plymouth has scored the last 5 points in this one after Novi jumped out to a 6-point lead. And Mike, we're under 2 minutes to go. How does Novi hold on to this game?
I think they need to not try to hold on to it. I think they need to go out and win it.
Yes, take
it. You gotta. You can even see as they've come across the half-court line, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a little bit of slower. And you can't do that because what happens? They're getting trapped. And they're not handling it very well.
Yeah, they've taken their foot off the gas just ever so slightly, and that has given them just a sliver of opportunity for Plymouth, and they're taking advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 5-point lead a minute or so ago, and you just got to keep going. I think they're hoping to get to the foul line, and that's the other thing. Novi's not a very good foul shooting team, so you really don't want to get to the foul line.
8 out of 12 tonight. That's one of the better ones we've seen.
Yeah,
and they're actually out rebounding Plymouth 29-19.
Yeah, they're outplaying Plymouth, I would say.
They are.
They're and I said at the beginning of the game, if we outshoot them, we'll win. We have more shots taken than they do. That's way off.
Ellison can't
hit
it. And then Shave with another one. Hackman on the shot fake into the lane. No fear there. And Rodney Hackman off glass pushes the lead back up to 3.
What a rebound by Shave again, though. You better be careful there, Blake. Don't put that kid on the line.
And they're going to do that right there. It's going to be Blake Ellison on the foul. And this is going to put Petrie on the line for 2 shots.
I mean, the thing there, too, you don't need a steal. You just need some good, solid pressure. You don't need to be reaching. You definitely don't want to put him on the line. He was 1 of 2 on the last one. He looks like a pretty good free throw. He's a great shooter.
And Coach Chops might be telling Ellison that right now. And that one in and out for Petrie, too.
So that's good. I mean,
you're getting lucky there if you're Novi.
It'll work out as long as we get the rebound.
That one is a make for Petrie. Splits to make it a 2-point game. Minute and a half to go. Novi leads by 2, and they have the ball. Here is Ellison over to Shave for 3.
Down.
And it's good. Nathan Shave pushes the lead back up to 5, and he's got 10 points. Here is Petrie.
I don't see how you keep Nathan Shave out of the starting lineup for the rest of
Amoko
the
with
year.
a strong finish over Rodney Hackman. Might have gotten a little shaken up there, and it's a 3-point game. We got a minute to go. Here's Ellison, and Novi wants a timeout with 57.8 to go. Wildcats leading 52-49, and that's 3 by Nathan Shave. Could be a huge difference maker in this one.
I mean, it's a difference in the game, and I tell you what, that kid is really, really playing well.
We have him down. Let's look at his whole stat line. He's got 10 points, 2 out of 5 from 3, 4 rebounds, and a couple steals. So he's really putting in some work tonight, getting the start here.
And I tell you, the stuff that just doesn't show up on the stat sheet is his energy. I mean, his energy, he's calling for the ball. He started a lot of those offensive plays. His defensive pressure has been fantastic. You know, he's making those Plymouth guards nuts. He's just got a lot of energy, and I think the rest of the team is fed off that tonight.
Yeah, his defense playing straight up has been very disciplined against the Plymouth guards, like you said. He's not overreaching.
No.
Normally he did get away with the 1, but for the most part, he's kept them in front of them without fouling and without getting a little too overzealous.
Yeah. I mean, if you would have told me at the beginning of this game that we were going to out-rebound these guys 3-2, I would have said you were nuts.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that either.
No.
But 12 of them are offensive. I mean, you double them up 12-6 in offensive rebounds, too.
But they're
that's just hustle, too.
Yeah.
When you're smaller and you're still out-rebounding, that's just the hustle and the effort.
Yeah, and they really are, they're really holding their box outs well, and you know, they're playing well.
Ball over to Shave, 50 seconds to go. Novi leads by 3. Both teams in the bonus, Plymouth in the double bonus, Novi single bonus. 40 seconds to go. Here's Gretschel. Will Plymouth start to foul here? Here's Shave over to Ellison. Had Lawler in the corner. And we're going to get a foul there on Petrie. Novi able to take 25 seconds off the clock there, and it's going to put Blake Ellison on the free throw line. 1-and-1 opportunity. Ellison has 4 points tonight, and he's 1 out of 2 from the line.
Got to put that first one down.
Big opportunity here for the senior captain, Blake Ellison, as Lawler will take a seat. In comes Aurelia. Ellison on the first. Got to make 1 to get the second. And
Nope.
that one is in and out. Rebound by McKegg. Here comes Plymouth under 30 seconds to go. Shave trying to come away with another steal. Do we have a jump? No, we're going to get a foul there. We're going to have a foul on Novi. It's going on Shave, and that is going to put Plymouth on the free throw line. No, we got
They're
two
calling
conflicting
timeout.
things. So Plymouth calling a timeout, so there's going to be no foul. I got 3 refs pointing in different directions. I don't know what is going on. So no foul on the play.
Okay.
It is going to be a Plymouth timeout before the foul was called. And it is a full timeout. 25 seconds to go, a 3-point lead for Novi, and Plymouth has the ball. Boy, it's an exciting ending.
It is.
Here at Novi High School.
Still trying to process what happened on that last play. But again, it's Nathan.
He nearly came away with a steal. I mean, he is willing this team hopefully to a victory, but I mean, if not, he has been a major catalyst for this team tonight.
Yeah,
Him
no doubt.
And Rodney Hackman, the leading scorer in the entire game. He's got 16 and 7 compared to now Amoko 15 and 8.
Yeah.
I mean, he's outplaying.
Yeah, I agree. He is outplaying him too.
So a very entertaining game here at Novi High School. We'll see if their defense can pull out the win for them.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of the outcome, which of course we hope is going to be a Novi win, it's been a really great game they've played tonight.
Plymouth scores 49.7 points per game, and they give up 52.
Right on cue.
Ball into Carlisle. Do you go 2 or 3 here if you're Plymouth?
I think you got to go 3.
Ball to Petrie. It's out of bounds. Turnover for Plymouth. And Novi gets the ball back with 17 seconds to go. It looked like Petrie got held up with Ellison there. They were trying to free him up in the corner, and it's a turnover. As Garbaz will take a seat, in comes Zach Jones. All into Aurelia, now up to Ellison. Ellison trying to dribble out the clock, and he's going to be fouled near the sideline, be helped up by Coach Housey and Jackson McKegg. 10 seconds to go.
Well, it should be 1 free throw to put this thing away.
And this is a 2-shot foul now.
Yep.
Novi in the double bonus. And Blake Ellison can ice it here. Plymouth has 1 timeout remaining. And Ellison hits the first. That'll make it a 4-point game. Keg and Zach Jones will take his seats. In comes Garbaz and Lucas Porter, and that is a make. 10 seconds to go. 54-49. Here's Petrie. Petrie with 5 seconds to go puts up a desperation 3. No good. Amoko with the rebound over to Carlisle.
All right.
That one is no good. And the Wildcats are going to come out with their first KLAA win on the season. 54-49 over the Plymouth Wildcats, led by the strong play of Rodney Hackman, Danny Gretchel, and Nathan Shea.
And that is a happy group of kids right there, and coaches. I tell you what, I'm surprised, right? I mean, they hadn't won all year, but it wasn't just that they won.
They were down 13 at halftime.
They were down 13 at half.
Or 11, sorry,
yeah,
correction.
They outplayed Plymouth. I mean, they really did. And Plymouth, they're only, they're 5-9 and they're 2-8 in the league, but they're a good team. They got a lot of talented players on that team, and they're very well coached. And Novi came out and beat them.
It was a brilliant second half by the Novi Wildcats, trailing 33-22 at halftime, and then come out with a 54-49 win. On Plymouth's end, Kelvin Amoko, he had 15 points and 8 rebounds. The freshman Jace Petrie, he had 12 points and 3 rebounds, and then Garbaz had 11. So like you said, a lot of good players on this Plymouth team as well. It's just Novi outplayed them tonight. It was the hustle because, we talked about the rebounding difference and the shot differential.
The shot difference. I really think that was the key for them tonight, is that they put up more shots because Plymouth outshot, from a percentage standpoint, they outshot us.
And there you go, 2 for 14 the rest of the way after that 4 for 6 start from 3 for Plymouth.
Yeah, they really, really got cold, and the 4 for 6 was never going to continue, right?
No.
But Novi kind of held through that. They withstood that. And they persevered. You got to hand it to these guys. Nathan Shea really came to play. Rodney Hackman, it was his most minutes, and he looked great. He looked like a kid who was 6'6" and who knew how to play basketball, and he played very well tonight.
Say we'll name him our player of the game tonight. 16-7 had the unenviable task of guarding Kelvin Amoko. I'd say the X-Factor player of the game was Nathan Shea, doing all that dirty work that led to a victory here tonight. Yeah,
it was really, and there was a lot of contributors out there, really. Danny Gretchel played one of his better games of the year as well.
7 assists to go along with 13 points.
Yeah, that's a great line for him. We weren't getting a whole lot of scoring out of him, and they all played really good defense, and Nathan's defense really stood out as well. I think that really frustrated Plymouth. We were on the right side, like we said, of several loose balls. We were on the right side of some foul calls. So it just all really went well. So congratulations to everybody on the Novi coaching staff and the kids for a great win.
So we're going to wrap it up here from Novi High School. Novi with their first KLAA win, now 2-12 on the season, ending their losing streak. They come out on top 54-49 over the Plymouth Wildcats. For Jeremy Jenkins, Mike Lubin, and our statistician Willie Mena, we'll be back this Friday when the boys will be taking on Howell here at home. Again, the final score from Novi High School, Novi 54, Plymouth 49. Have a great night, everyone.